Hello, 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 party people. I am recording this on a Friday, but it's going to go live on Saturday, I believe. So if you are listening to this as soon as it's going live, happy weekend. Pretty exciting. It is a rainy day in Toronto right now. I am enjoying being cozy inside and just enjoying the sound of the raindrops. Like, there is something so magical and beautiful about that. So for today's topic, I am actually going to talk about something that is, for me, pretty exciting. And I'll tell you the story about how I kind of came to this idea. So honestly, I was feeling pretty fucking annoyed with the state of Instagram and social media, and just burnt out and exhausted and stressed about just all the pressure to exist online. Like, people always asking for things, like all of this stuff. I was like, I need a fucking vacation from Instagram. So I decided to take the rest of the month of March, which is when I'm recording this, off of Instagram, just 2-week break away from it, just to do my own thing, reconnect with myself, have a lot more time on my schedule freed up to think and reflect and be creative and just be present with this exact moment that we're in right now. And honestly, I've gotten so many brain waves over the past few days, since I'm only a few days into this Instagram break. And it's been so enlivening and so humbling, and it's felt so good. So I really do recommend an Instagram break if anyone out here is considering it. You might think oh my God, I can't do that. My business would implode. But trust me, that's not true. You can absolutely take the time away. Just trust me. In the middle of the pandemic, or actually no, the beginning of the pandemic, July 2020, I took an entire month off Instagram, and it was honestly a great idea. And I came back and had the biggest launch I've ever had. So that's a thing. But anyway, back to the topic for today. So the brainwave I got was so powerful, and I'll tell you guys all about it today. And I was just reflecting on this moment that we're all in. Everyone's broke right now. Everyone's stressed. The banks are exploding. I don't even fully understand what is going on with that. And it's my little kitten Choya who is saying hi. I don't know if you guys heard that. The banks are exploding. The housing market is fucking crazy. Prices are dropping. Everything is nuts. There's inflation. There's everyone's losing their jobs, getting laid off. The economy is just weird and unstable, and even people who make a good living are stressed out right now. It just seems like everyone is kind of at the end of their tether. And to be honest, even I myself am more stressed out about all of that stuff than I've been in forever. I honestly don't even remember when I was this stressed out last about the state of the world and the economy. I guess probably the beginning of the pandemic, March 2020, actually, come to think of it. And so I've been pretty good since then, but lately I've been oh my God, this is so stressful. The world is exploding. And, it really got me thinking, why the fuck am I stressing about this? I'm a witch. That's what we do. Witchcraft is born of these weird times of crisis. Witchcraft comes from these tumultuous moments, and witchcraft has always been about giving us the tools to survive and thrive. That's the whole point. Witchcraft has always been such an important toolbox for especially poor folks, marginalized folks, though I would say it's exclusively not about that. Witchcraft is available to everybody and anybody. But historically and traditionally, it has been worked with from underserved communities, by underserved communities, basically, to level the playing field a little bit and to get that added advantage, those added survival skills, that added bit of luck, that added bit of serendipity, that added bit of money attraction, that added bit of attracting a sexy mate or someone to, hook up with so that we can blow off that steam with all the stress from the economy or whatever else it happens to be. Witchcraft has always been about giving us those skills to attract, to protect, to make sure that we end up unscathed or only very lightly brushed in situations which are tumultuous and crazy. That's what witchcraft has always been about. Of course, it is about that connection to all that is, to our spirit guides, to our ancestors, to the gods and goddesses and saints we work with, to the earth spirits and the land spirits in our neighborhoods and in our ancestral territories. Absolutely, witchcraft is also about that. And it's through our connections to all of that that the protection becomes greater, that our attraction powers become magnified and tripled, right? Of course. And witchcraft has always been about survival, right? Changing our material circumstances, attracting a partner, attracting money, attracting luck, protecting us from the evil eye, from bad stuff. I've worked with folks to, do magic in weird situations with the court or with debt or whatever. It's possible. And so all of this got me thinking, witchcraft is made for us at this exact time. It's not exactly a recession, but I think one is probably coming, and whether or not it is or is not technically clarified as a recession, I honestly do think it kind of feels like we're in one right now. And so that got me thinking, what about teaching a masterclass on recession era witchcraft? Because that's what we're in right now. We're in this state of crisis, of tumultuousness, of unpredictability, of markets being crazy, banks exploding, inflation is insane, prices are ridiculous, everything just seems unstable. And so this is the exact time that witchcraft can help us, honestly, to get us through these times, these weird moments. And so sometime in the middle of April, on a weekend, I've decided I'm going to be teaching a masterclass called Recession Era Witchcraft, and we're going to be going over all these things. I've racked my brain to do all of these things in my own practice, and that's kind of inspired this masterclass that I want to share with you guys, because I think it is possible to work with magic and witchcraft to give us that added boost of confidence, that added boost of luck, that added boost of money, magic attraction, that added boost of sexy love attraction, protection, all of that stuff. And of course, also a crash course in cheap witchcraft supplies. Where the hell to get them? What are some good substitutes for a giant goddess statue or a giant candle? What can we work with instead? And I'm a pro at that. So I used to be super below the poverty line. I used to live off of $10,000 a year. And so I remember what that was like, being in survival mode and working with the cheapest bare bottom materials in order to do my magic, do my witchcraft, and get shit done and create these big changes in my life. And so in this masterclass, that is what I'm going to be teaching, attraction, protection, all these different things, how to work with the energy of this moment to survive and thrive and really create this catalyst to move from uncertainty, fear, to success, to confidence in your ability to attract and shift whatever it is you need to attract and shift. And of course, also that very simple, budget conscious form of witchcraft. So I think a lot of people will forget that they don't have to go to the new age witchy store and spend $50 on a Douglas fir candle. You don't have to do that. I've never really done that. There's ways to work with the absolute cheapest materials. There's ways to work with stuff that you have in your home. There's workarounds that are affordable no matter what your budget is. Even if your budget is literally $5, I will be teaching in this masterclass how the fuck to do witchcraft and magic that actually moves the needle with only $5. It is absolutely possible. As witches, as spiritual people, we don't have to be afraid of this moment, right? It's moments like this when witchcraft and witches, like our faith in our craft really gets tested. You know what I mean? Because in easy, breezy, fun, abundant times, it's really easy to have faith in our witchcraft and our magic. But it's in times like this, times of crisis, times of economic recession, times of inflation, unprecedented times of crisis and war and craziness and hecticness. It's at times like this when our belief and our faith and our skill in our witchcraft really gets tested. And so why not just jump in with courage and pedal to the metal and fuck some shit up and take control of your life, your situation in this weirdo time that we're in? Why the fuck not? That is what witchcraft is for. Witchcraft is all about helping us create better material circumstances in our lives. It's true. That's what it's about. Witchcraft is meant to be worked with at times like this. And that is what I'm going to be teaching in the Recession Era Witchcraft Masterclass. So this is so crazy. I just announced this yesterday with almost no information, and the early bird price for the first 10 people was $47. That's already sold out, which has blown my mind. I'm so overwhelmed with the positive response to this announcement that just kind of came to me in this stroke of inspiration. So I'm so excited about this. So full price for the workshop is $97, which is still super cheap. My workshops are usually like $250 is usually what I'll charge for a 2 to 3 hour workshop. So there's a steal because I know a lot of folks are hurting right now. So I wanted to make the price super no-brainer, juicy, easy yes for y'all, because I do know that money is tight for a lot of folks right now. So it will be taught sometime in the middle of April on a weekend afternoon. I'm not too sure exactly the time yet. Will be announced soon. But even if you can't attend live, you will get access to the recorded file forever, which is really exciting. So I'm just so stoked for this. I do have closed captions on my Zoom as well, if that is an access need of yours. So I am so excited about this, honestly, because I really don't think we have to fold in times like this as witches. This is when our skills get to shine, and when we get to show ourselves and the world how resilient and magical and talented and capable we really are, and how powerful magic really is to move the needle in our lives. It's so special. So I have not put this on my website yet. Right now, it's only been announced on my newsletter since I'm taking an Instagram break. But if you would like a link to sign up, it is at, you can email me, ceo@sabrinamscott.com. If you're listening to this like months in the future, I'm sure it will be available on my website by then. But as of this recording, if you're listening to this in late March or early April, it probably won't be on my website just yet. So just send me an email, ceo@sabrinamscott.com, to get your link to enroll in the class. I'm so fucking stoked about it, and I do think it will be a really big game changer. So if you're feeling uninspired in your magic, if you're feeling uninspired in your witchcraft, if you're feeling afraid of this moment, if you're feeling paralyzed in this moment of economic uncertainty and you're not too sure how to apply your witchcraft and your magic and all of your spiritual skills to this moment, I would really recommend enrolling, because if you don't know how to apply your witchcraft and your magic and all of that to the weird, tumultuous times that we're in, it is not going to be in your toolkit. It's just going to be like something that's on the shelf. So you might as well learn how to actually work with this stuff to make an impact in these tough times, which is when we really need our magic to be effective and actually fucking work, right? So I'm fucking excited for this Recession Era Witchcraft, $97. It'll be taught live mid-April. All the details will be coming up soon. Any questions about it, send me an email. Again, ceo@sabrinamscott.com. So excited to have you in the workshop. So excited to teach it. I am just lit up by this, because we don't have to allow these weird recession crazy moments to totally fuck up our energy. We can take the reins of our lives. We can step up and decide, okay, how am I going to move through this? And witchcraft can be a big part of that. I am so stoked to share this with you guys. So as always, that is it from me for today. You can check out my website, sabrinamscott.com, book a tarot reading there. There's all the info. My clothing shop is at shop.sabrinamscott.com. And you can say hi on Instagram, but I will not get back to you for another 2 weeks at Sabrina M. Scott. And I will see you guys on the next episode. And hopefully I'll see you in the Recession era Witchcraft Masterclass taught live in probably a month from now. Jump in as soon as you can. I am so excited. If you're not too sure how to do that, again, just email me, ceo@sabrinamscott.com, and I'll get back to you ASAP. All right, friends, take care. Bye.